One of my bosses, a job or two before starting Oaklyn Consulting, had the most infectious phrase. And the kind of deep down wisdom of it has struck me again and again and again. And what he would ask about so many things that we were doing was, are we working with someone who knows what great looks like? And that, in a way, doesn't seem to be that much on the surface, but the distinction that I learned from him that it causes is that we all can kind of think we're doing a good job, but really be doing just sort of an okay job because we're doing as well as we know and as well as we have seen in our day-to-day work, but we aren't necessarily pushing ourselves to do what really, really great work looks like. And often it's not intentional. It's that we just don't know what great looks like. And if we did, we do even better. That to me has been one of the motivating things about Oaklyn Consulting is that when we're working with relatively small businesses, who in many cases have resources and advisors who are good enough for their market, what we try to bring to them is a sense of what does great look like in investment banking advice, in mergers advice, in dealing with capital providers, in making decisions. We're trying to do it at the same level that that's the service experience that really good publicly traded companies get. Really good corporations. They see every day the kind of thoughtful, strategic, capital related advice that really is, it really is great. And what makes publicly traded companies go is really impressive about how people interact with capital markets. When people are doing a transaction that's one time in their career and they're running a small business, 10 or one or two or 10 or $15 million of sales as opposed to billions of dollars of sales and all the resources that go with that. It's easy to think you've got good advice from well-intentioned people, and in fact, to have good advice from well-intentioned people, but not to have great advice. And that's one of the ways we really try to stand out in the market is to be a great service provider and to remind ourselves by who we associate with outside of our day-to-day client interactions, who we associate with when we meet with peers, remind ourselves it's our responsibility to know what great looks like and bring that back into our day-to-day work. So when I was first looking for jobs and found my way into investment banking as a kid a long time ago, one of the questions that was put to me was that if I had the chance to go to New York, I should. Because if I went to, say, Atlanta and was successful, I would always wonder, could I have made it in New York with the best friend? So Oaklyn Consulting serves small businesses. It's a boutique. It's got a nationwide presence in terms of the work we do. It's based in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Charlotte, North Carolina, with some staff in Atlanta and Nashville. We are not a money center bank. We are not serving the biggest businesses in the world with the most sophisticated problems at that level. We are serving people who really, really need it. And we're doing it with ambition and with rigor and with the goal of being the very best at what we do. What we can offer young people who come to work with us is hopefully as good an experience as you would get at the biggest banks. All the flexibility of an entrepreneurial organization and in a boutique environment where we're being pioneers every day rather than farmers of a well-established firm. And I hope a springboard onward to really Class A places in people's careers and lives. We are not the brand name Class A firm, or we're not there yet. So we're something different than that. But I hope we're giving as good an experience as someone would have if they were thinking of where do I go to learn this trade at the highest level. All of us should live when we do service work in a professional services firm with the idea that we put clients first. We certainly don't want to be putting ourselves and our own needs or our chance of comp ahead of something that the client wants. And we shouldn't be putting our Friday night plans ahead of some client deliverable that needs to get out at the end of the week. But really, when you're running a firm, clients don't end up going first because each of our clients is a super important immediate project. But our team and our repeat referral partner are super important long-term relationships. And so what I have found myself saying, sometimes a little bit to my surprise, is that the order in which we set priorities inside Oaklyn Consulting to make it a thriving place to work and a place that grows and expands over time is we put the team and our colleagues first. Are we looking out for each other in a way that's going to make us happier, more productive, more joyful, and creative in what we do? That's first. What's second is, are we treating our referral partners and our channel partners in a way that they'll want to come back to us with their next client problem and come back to us again and again and again and spread the story of how well we help them help their clients? And then third, did we excel at our clients' needs? Did we help them win a negotiation? Did we help them present themselves well to capital providers or to investors or to buyers of their business? And do we help them through the stickiest parts of great big decisions about the ownership of their firm? So yes, we're doing the best possible work for clients. The way we run the firm, it's team first, referral partner second, clients third.